everyone, welcome to another board game barbecue video. I'm Sarah Green and today I'm going to be reviewing from my floor Curious Color, which is a two-player game only, and it's by Courtney. So he designed Pipeline as well, and it's got some similar mechanics, I believe. I haven't played Pipeline yet, but this is a two-player version of Pipeline, a smaller condensed version. It plays in about 30 to 60 minutes, and 30 is probably pushing it a little bit, but I think my partner and I usually play it in about 45 minutes. It's a really nice little crunchy game, even though it's a lighter version of Pipeline. It's not light by any stretch. It is quite puzzly, and let me show you how it works quickly, and then I'll tell you what I like about it. And this is probably, I'm just going to say it right now, this is probably one of our favourite two-player games at the moment, my partner and I, because it is just that brilliant puzzle, but also quite interactive. So how it works is you have a couple of phases in the game. The first phase is when you're building pipes in your factory. So you will take this nice bag, and the game is by Capstone Games, so of course it looks fantastic, and you'll do 3 actions. So you can draw out a tile, that's one action. You can play a tile, which is another action. And you can also then either draw another tile, it's probably best to do that in the first turn of the game. And you can store tiles that you didn't get to play. You can also get extra bonus actions if you cover up these cogs, which is really helpful. So you're playing these pipes on your board for the first phase, and then for the second phase you're going to be playing truck cards. Now truck cards make the game so interesting. This is my favourite part of the game. So if you play a truck card, which it's probably too early in the game to do, but if you play a truck card, the truck card can either be placed in your factory ready to start loading up your goods, or you can play it to an opponent's factory if you feel like that's going to sort of mess with their plans. But this early in the game, instead of playing it as an actual truck, you can discard it for more tiles as well. So that's a good option at the start of the game. So there's a few things I really like about this game. First of all, this puzzle of like placing the tiles and just trying to do it so that you can get as many connections as you possibly can. Every time you get a connection to a conveyor belt, your little bobcat or whatever it's called, not a bobcat, can't think of the word, but your little vehicle goes up this track and you can get bonuses from it as well. So it's a bit of a race to get up that track. And once you start getting connections, that's when you can start shipping your cargo, and you're shipping from this side. So when you are placing trucks down here and you have a couple of trucks, let's say you want to fill this space with one of your cargo, and depending on what color you get to that particular space, that's the cargo that you're going to ship. So if I manage to get red, then I would ship a red. Now the cool thing about this game is that once you place a tile, it's not there forever. You can change it, which I really think that's awesome, because some of these Tetris games, you place a tile somewhere and you didn't really want it to be there, but that's what came out and that's what you had to deal with at the time, and there's no fixing it. Whereas this, you can actually, as long as everything's on the same level and you've got these little conveyor belts you can use to make sure things are on the same level, you can rearrange your factory. This tile just doesn't work at all, so but you can do that, and that's really cool. So that's one of the things I really like about it. The other thing I like about it is the fact that you've got these mats head to head with your opponent, and you can see what they're doing at all times. It's right there, and this is really good because it allows you to mess with their plans. So that sending trucks down to them once they've passed your factory, you can try and ensure that you will fill up the truck in a certain space that is not going to be in their receiving on their receiving conveyor belt, so that they don't benefit from that, because in receiving goods you get quite a lot of points and bonuses. So you really don't want that player to be collecting the goods. You want the truck to do nothing and just sail off into the sunset still full of your goods. So I really like that element to it. The other thing I like about it is it's a bit of a race, and this is why the game never goes on really for longer than 45 minutes for us. It doesn't matter how much we're thinking about it. The end game trigger is shipping 9 cargo or getting to a star, and it doesn't actually take that long to do that. It's a bit of a race between Mark and I who can get there first. So I really like that sort of, the cadence of it feels quite fast paced. On saying that, you can get AP when you're in that stage of placing tiles. With this game, you can put tiles anywhere. It's not a matter of building out from tiles that you already have. You can place them down wherever you want, and this just makes the decision space so broad that you can get AP from deciding where to place that tile. And the fact that you can go over your other tiles, again, that decision space is just massive. So it can have people suffering from AP. That's probably the only downside to it. Other than that, I think this is a really great game for good buddies that play a lot, or for couples, because it's just one of the most sort of interactive and intense two-player games that have come out this year, and I really like that. And just that when someone's about to like get a truck and line up things perfectly, and then you just throw a spanner in the works and just unexpectedly play a truck in their area, and it's completely the wrong connections for them and things like that. It really, it can really mess with their plans. So it's quite fun. It's cute, it looks good, and I really suggest you check it out. So that's Curious Cargo, a game from Capstone Games designed by Courtney. Check it out.